It's the Moorlander with continued coverage from IWA 2025 and Civivi Wee Knives. I had to stop by. It's again become a little bit of a tradition to make sure they stop by. I'm going to even just start off by saying a huge thank you to how welcome I am when I come to this stand every single year. It's always nice to be recognised, and anyway, so there's a few knives to look at here today. There's lots of information, so I'll have to apologise for looking down, but they've been awesome when they give me these data sheets because I'm old and I'm struggling with the memory. First one is everyone's favourite Civivi knife, the Civivi Elementum. So there's a few different versions of this, whether you're after the button lock, whether you're after the frame lock, there's a few different ones. The struggle is in the UK. Well, locking knives, they just don't go down well. So there are 4 new versions. There's 3 here today of the Civivi Elementum. The beauty of this is it will open and it will close without any sort of locking mechanism. Yes, that's right, we now have the Civivi Elementum slip joint. They are all, if I'm right, these all use the Nitro V. Oh, actually, so there's a few different versions. There is either the Nitro V or there is the 14C28N, which is a really nice steel. People don't give 14C28N the credit that it's due. I think for a good, hard-working steel that is useful for EDC. It's a great steel. So there's a little bit of a selection in there, but as I mentioned before, the beauty is that with all of these knives, whichever version that you go for, there are G10 versions, there are wooden scales, there's micarta scales. I really do like Civivi's micarta scales. But yes, the Elementum is now better to be used in the UK. Now, by the way, so the first few knives, especially the Elementum and this next knife, these came out just yesterday. So if you want to pick up one of these from wherever you can pick up Civivi knives, or I'll leave a link so that you can see Civivi knives, these are available now. The other ones that we have a look at, these came out like a month or so ago, so they're also available as well. The next one up, so this is the Clingman, and this is from. So this is a Taylor Martin designed knife. How cool is that? So the steel on this one is also using Nitro V, and this has this really nice amber micarta scales on here. Flicks, although I'm struggling with this one, but I did have it flicking. There you go, I did have it just about right. And then you have your liner lock on here. I like the clip, the swedge on this. It feels really nice in the hand, but yeah, very cool. Now, I'm trying to, do you know what I'm so used to, because I sit at my desk when I'm at home, I'm so used to like the baby Banters. I'm so used to the bar lock, which is why I sit there often trying to press a button. You know, it's nice to have knives that I can play with at home, but I can't take out. Now, I did just pick up the Baby Banter, so this is the Baby Banter 2. The steel on the Baby Banter 2 is, again, it's some more Nitro V, and then you have the aluminium scales on this, which feel really nice. The version that I have, I think I have the original Baby Banter, but there's just some kind of quality of life things with the jimping on here and some of the other bits. But then you've got that crossbar kind of closed, so you can flick this open. The beauty of the Baby Banter is just how fidget friendly this is. Mr. Peterson has worked his magic on this, and yeah, it's such a cool little knife. It's just a shame that because it's got that crossbar on there, that in the UK it's perfectly legal to own, just unfortunately not particularly law friendly to be able to go out around about town with it. There is another wee knife here. This is the Banter Budgie. Budgie? Is it like budgerigar, or is it another budgie that I don't particularly know about? But anyway, so this is, so imagine, so you've got the Banter, you've got the Baby Banter, and then you've got the Banter Budgie. So a little bit more of a slimmer profile on this, more of a gentleman's folder-esque profile. You can see next to the Baby Banter, the scales on this are just actually a little bit thinner. What do we have on this? So we have CPM S30VN you're talking nice high grade steels on here, and these are the titanium scales. They are titanium scales, and they've got this really nice kind of is it herringbone? I think it's called herringbone kind of texture to them, and then you've got more of that really nice bar lock. So if you're after options, you can flick this open and it will easily close. So really nice. Ben's making some really cool knives. No, there are a couple of others to actually look at. So there's this one from Gavco. Well, actually, it's a wee knife designed by Gavco. With this one, so the steel on this one is M390. M390. We all love it. I know there's some other steels that have become very popular recently, but let's not take anything away from M390. And the scales on this, are, let's have a look, does it say? Yeah, titanium scales. But there's almost like a copper brush to this. Hopefully if I do this, the light might be able to pick it up. Skeletonized, so you have the holes that have been drilled through here, and that real kind of swedge across the belly of the knife there. It has almost like a sickle kind of look to it. And then we've got a frame lock. No, we've got a frame lock on this, liner lock. Anyway, you push it to one side with your thumb, and there is a nice large. I'm terrible at flicking them open with my thumb, but yeah, there's a nice large thumb bit there. They also showed me one of these, so this is another Gavco designed ones. Titanium scales, and you've got that really nice. I'm struggling today. What is it? Damascus steel. This has been out. This is already out. This has been out for a while. I can't remember the name of this, but yeah, it's kind of Gucci. And then the last one is this one. This one is cool. This is on the other sheet. I'll fast forward through that bit. I've just realised it was on the first sheet that I was on. This is called the Quinn series, the Quinn Ceres, something like that. We've got some more M390 on this. Look at the point on that. That is awesome. So with this one, you've got a couple of different options on how you can get this out. You can flick this from behind. Sounded slightly wrong. And you can also push this out with your thumb, really nice. And then you've got the lock on the inside, whether it's on the liner or whether it's on the actual scales themselves. Very, very, very nice. Really cool seeing some of the knives that have just been released, and some knives that have been released maybe a month or so ago. I think the biggest takeaway for me is one of my all-time favorite knives that I can own, I just can't legally carry in the UK. The Civivi Elementum is now a slip joint version. I genuinely think that these are going to sell like hotcakes because of, even here in Germany, being able to have a slip joint like this, it means it's something that you can carry on a day-to-day basis. I need to check if the length of the knife is legal, but it just makes it more accessible all around the world. Now again, I just want to say a huge thank you to the people on the We Knives Civivi stand for making me feel welcome again this year, and for more from IWA, stay tuned.